Good morning, everyone. It's Linda from Bohemia Inspirations. One of the things that I really love is to collect rocks and minerals that are natural. And this is a collection that I got from when I was traveling. I went by a hill and saw that it had this beautiful pigment rock. And I don't know if you can see that. I'm rubbing it with my finger. But I'm going to show you what this little guy can do. And also, most of these pigments just come from natural rocks that I have found and picked up. And often these rocks, you'll know because we call them chalk rocks growing up, but they do leave a great pigment. And I'm going to use this one actually right here on this little guy. But a lot of these you're going to find just in your normal gravel on your roads. Companies that do gravel crushing and road prep, they don't pick these things out. They just are naturally in there, and you'll find them. You easily can see that they leave a mark. So hunt around for what is natural in your area and have lots of fun with this natural resources for your journaling. So I'm going to take this little guy and I'm just going to edge him a little bit. Now it's not going to stay this dark, but it is going to create a nice, oh my goodness, I'm edging like I am in kindergarten here, but that's okay. It is, just rub it in. It's going to create a really nice little aged look. If your pages are too white, here is a fantastic way to make them look better. And then I'm left with this beautiful little butterfly image, and I will be saving this for another journaling card that I will use later. And so there's this little guy done. I'm going to do this one as well. And when I print out, just as a side note while I'm coloring away here, when I print out my butterfly images and pick the paper that I want them to go on, I do like to throw a book page in there of some kind. In the ones that I made for my Tokyo and Roses journal, I used the Japanese character paper that comes with the kit. And then I like to do a patterned page. There we go. I love how that looks. A patterned page or a couple patterned pages. But today for our little tutorial, I wanted to show you this dainty paper. It's actually very sturdy. And what it is a clear meat wrapping paper that I managed to get a hold of. I just saw it and they sold it in square sheets. And I was like, oh my goodness, that would be great for journaling. So I am going to use this as though it was vellum. But sometimes vellum, well, vellum comes in thicknesses as well, but sometimes it's very fine, and you could definitely use vellum. You could use parchment paper if you really wanted to. There's no limits to what you can actually use. There, we just want this beautiful see-through paper to have a little bit of aginess to it. And I might even ink it still. I am not sure what I want to do here. Okay. Oh, and I definitely love this. And I will be using this later on. So definitely, let's now try this pigment out on one of our pages that we have not cut out yet. And I'm just going to show you how beautiful, actually I'll use a big one. I'm going to show you how beautiful this works. And I have a paintbrush here and a little palette. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pull a little tiny scrap of parchment paper to put my powder on. Now this is literally rock crushed up. Like the rock is so soft, it just completely breaks. And I don't know if you can see that, but it does make a little bit of a pigment on there. But I am going to dip my paintbrush in my coffee, and you're going to see how lovely this works. So it is literally like paint. Wow. We're just going to go outline the whole thing. Before I cut, that's what we're doing. We're outlining the whole thing. Just so you know, I was drinking my coffee, but it got cold. And I didn't feel like rushing to go get a glass of water. So coffee works great on this. Okay, now that I have quickly got a nice big amount of pigment, watch this. Just straight coffee or straight water, and look at the effect. It just beautifully, get it really quite wet. It's going to just have this beautiful aged look to it. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. Now, is that not gorgeous? If you would like to know more about badge journaling and how to use these beautiful journals that we make to journal and create these beautiful self-care moments, please sign up to our Facebook group called Creative Journaling for Self-Care. It's a fun group that is very welcoming. The link is in the show notes. Also, we have a newsletter that if you would like to have daily prompts when events are going sent to you, or store updates and sales, or just be notified when a new video pops out, you can sign up to our newsletter. The link is also in the show notes below, and you will receive the template to these beautiful butterflies that we made today. They are so fun. Happy journaling!